This is really just about understanding function notation, but there is a very clear mistake that a lot of people make here that you can avoid by avoiding algebra as much as possible. We're going to do a little algebra, but we want to think arithmetically if possible here. So let me show you what would be bad, what would be a bad first move. People look at this equation and they say, oh, I'm going to do 3 times the f equation, so 3 times 3x, minus now the g equation, x minus 4, and then they substitute the 1's into those places. I'm going to hold off on that, but it's going to be a wrong answer. Let me show you what you should do instead. We should take it as separate instructions. F of 1 is an instruction. Do f of 1 on its own without any interference from anything else. That's 3 times 1, that's 3. We should also do g of 1 as its own instruction. G of 1 as its own thing is 1 minus 4, that's negative 3. Now, when we bring it all together, we're going to have 3. We substitute in for f of 1, that was 3, right? That's this number. And then minus negative 3. Hopefully we remember that double negative. And that's 9 plus 3, that is 12, and that's the answer. The mistake people make is when they substitute in, they forget that when they substitute in an equation, it has to kind of be as a whole. It needs parentheses. And so if you plug the 1 in here, you're going to get 3 times 1 minus 4. That's 9 minus 1 minus 4. And 9 minus 1 is 8, minus 4 is 4. That's our trap answer. What happened? We forgot to put parentheses here. And if we had, that negative would have made this 4 a positive, and so we would have had 8 plus 4, which is 12. So if we do the math right, we're going to get the right answer here, but the chance of doing it wrong is much higher when we're trying to just think algebraically. If we treat it as individual steps, we're much less likely to make these kinds of mistakes because we don't have to worry about things like distribution and double negatives. It just kind of works itself out. So if you have that mindset of doing arithmetic as much as possible and algebra as little as possible, you are much more likely to get this stuff right because you won't have as many careless mistakes. This is a really big part of improving your score in the math section.